To it. So what brings you in today?
Um, so I guess I've been having a lot of problems in my interpersonal life.
Okay. Can you elaborate on that a little more for me?
Yeah, so I was in a relationship for like 3 years, and it things happened. He moved, and I'm like, well, between everything I'm trying to manage, work, interning, school, it would have been hard for me to maintain, a long distance relationship. So,
Sure.
we broke it off. Um, that was around like May, June.
Okay.
Um, But, like, after that, things got, like, a little odd, and, so it was, like, a little, like, up and down. We were fighting, getting along, and then I started talking to somebody new, and that
Okay.
became a to-do, so my ex reached out to the person I was talking to, and everything is kind of just a disaster zone.
Okay. So that's where we're at today.
That's kind of where we're at, yeah.
So how long ago did X reach out to your current interest?
Uh, like, January.
Okay, January of this year.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're at the end of March. So for about 3 months, I'm hearing it sounds like you're trying to navigate this tricky balance.
Yeah, it's not been easy, and then, and things are, also hit or miss with the new person, so I'm just like, there's just a lot going on, and I don't know how to try to appease myself, everybody, and manage everything all at the same time. There's just a lot of moving parts, and it's a lot.
So it sounds like you're vested in these relationships, but they're kind of overwhelming you at the moment.
That sounds accurate, yeah.
Gotcha. Gotcha. So tell me a little more about the dynamic with your new fella.
When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, I want to hit my head against the wall and be like, why are we doing this? This is ridiculous. Too
Right.
old for this.
Right. 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 So is it presenting some of the same frustrations maybe you saw in the past with your ex?
It wouldn't not, I mean, some things I feel like are a little worse
Okay. Little worse.
than, and I'm just like, for everything my ex was, certain things he was more like, I don't want to use the word lenient because that sounds bad, but like, not things weren't as like big of a deal, I guess.
Right. Right.
And then it's just like, okay, well, hmm.
But your current partner makes those things seem like a big deal?
All right, but then it has me questioning everything. So now I'm just like, wait, is it like, is it like, is it a big deal? And I'm just like, so it's
Right. Right. Sometimes we sit and reflect, am I making it a big deal? Is this a me problem? Are they making it a big deal when it's not a big deal? It can be hard to sort those feelings out.
yeah, and then it's like, well, is it manipulation to get what you want? Like, and then it's like, it's like all of the thoughts all at once.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then once we get questioning ourselves, we can really get ourselves turned around.
Yes, as yeah.
Okay, so tell me a little bit more about the things you really like about your new partner.
Well, funny enough, we actually were best friends when we were younger. Um,
Okay.
we kind of had a falling out when we were about 12. Both parties were at fault there, and we didn't really speak or see each other in like 15-ish years.
Oh, wow, 15 years. That's a long time.
Yeah, because what, we graduated high school in 2012, it's 2026, maybe more than that, 2012. Yeah, somewhere around there, 14-ish, maybe. I can't math.
Wow. So at one point you knew each other quite well, but such
Mhm.
a great amount of time has lapsed. It's like meeting somebody for the first time almost.
But it's still like that sense of familiarity. It's like, you're still you,
Right, right. There's a
kind
sense of
of.
comfort there, right?
Yeah.
Sure,
So it's
sure.
like on the level that we connect in things, it's like no time passed, but then it's like, but now I can see how much time really did.
Right. So I'm hearing you say there's a sense of comfort there because you've known him, you had an established friendship, but it sounds like there's a little discomfort when we realize, oh, there's a lot of growing and changing that happens in 15 years,
Some of it good, some of it not.
right? And is it fair to say that you've done a lot of growing and changing in the last 15 years as well?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure, sure. That period after high school, there's a lot of adventures, a lot of learning, exploring, meeting new people.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. So tell me some of the positive attributes you really liked about your ex.
We were also really good friends. Actually, we met when we were in college. But he was
Okay.
always fun to be around. Always helpful, always supportive, and we lived together for a little over a year before he moved out. So
Oh, wow. So that sounds like you had taken a step and maybe got it a little more serious.
yeah, it was the closest I ever got to like the white picket fence type dream.
Okay. Okay. So that was a pretty significant relationship for you, it
Oh
sounds
yeah,
like.
absolutely.
Is it safe to say that's probably the most significant romantic relationship that you've had?
Out of all of them, probably.
Yeah,
It was also the most
absolutely.
normal too, or the most healthy, I guess, up to a point, and then it got weird. But
Absolutely. And it sounds like you were in a time in your life where you had a lot going on too. I think you mentioned internships and was it class?
mhm.
Remind me everything that was
Yep.
going on
So
when
I work
you
full
ended.
time, I go to school full time, and I intern part time.
Wow, that's a really full schedule. Did you find yourself not having a lot of time or energy to devote to a relationship?
I still kind of feel that way. And then, when I
Right,
try to take time for myself, I feel guilty about it because I'm not attending to people or,
right.
other things. So like putting up the boundaries, maintaining them is also.
Right. Well, I'm glad to hear you say that you're at least aware that there could be some boundaries there, because at the end of the day, we need to take care of ourselves, right?
So they say.
Right. It can be very hard to do, especially if we're somebody who is naturally a fixer
Or a people
or
pleaser.
that is exactly what I was going towards, people pleasing. Absolutely. And that can be a pattern we fall into over time. Now, so you're still in touch with both of these gentlemen currently?
Um, my ex, I've tapered off communication a little bit, but periodically, because we do have some of the same friends, because like I said, we went to college together. So I
Right,
wanted to at least be civil in the event that, there's get-togethers and things. I at least wanted to be able to be in the same room and have it be peaceful for everybody involved.
right. Have you found yourself in any of those situations where you unexpectedly were face to face with him with a common
N-
friend event?
Not yet, but I don't know. Just in the event
Okay.
that it ever did happen, I wanted
So you've
to
thought
be
ahead that this is a reality that it could happen.
right.
Right.
And before all this, we were thinking about trying to work things out. So it was a little bit of back and forth. Even though we were broken up, we were still trying to figure out if we were gonna work it out or not.
So it sounds like even though you broke up, there were maybe some lingering feelings or feelings of confusion, unresolved feelings for one another. Does that sound accurate?
Yeah,
That's understandable, especially, when we've kind of determined this is the most significant romantic relationship you've had. That's that's to be expected, I would think, that we still think about them and maybe use them for comparison for future relationships.
yeah, something like that.
Right. I heard you say my ex was more laid back and, lenient, I think maybe is the word you use, but
For
didn't
lack
make a
of a
big
better
deal.
word, yeah.
Yeah, maybe just more laid back about things. So how would you describe your current relationship with the newer guy that you've been speaking to?
He's always been 0 to 100 on everything. So he's ready to put the label on it. And I'm just like, I'm not there
Oh,
yet. And then he pushes and I get upset. And then he's like, oh, you're not introducing to people, but I'm not ready. But then we push and pull and push and pull. And it's like,
right.
It's like that part hasn't changed. You're still very intense and you're still very 0 to 100. Okay.
Right, right. Have you expressed to him that things may be moving a little fast for you, even though he feels ready?
Yeah. Does he listen to me? Yes and no.
Okay, what do those conversations sound like?
It just kind of sounds like it's like, I think we're just going a little too fast for where I'm at. Like, I'm not bringing you around people. Like, I just got out of a 3 year relationship. We lived together for
Right,
a year. It's not like
right,
something that I'm just gonna sporadically be like, oh, by the way, like, that's not how that's gonna work.
right, right. Well, I'm glad that you're sharing that with him and communicating that with him. So when you share those statements, what's his typical response?
Depends on his mood. Most of the time he gets it, but then if he's in his own mood, he wants to push back a little bit, which is fair because, his feelings are valid about the situation. That's fine. He can have them. That's
Right.
not gonna override mine though.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm really glad to hear you say that. His feelings are valid, and even though your feelings are different, still equally valid. And I think a lot of healthy relationships are coming to that middle ground. Oh dear, it seems like we might have a little bit of a technology issue. Hi, Nicole. Are you still with me?
Yeah. Sorry about that. That was
That
weird.
is okay. That's perfectly fine. So we were talking about you trying to communicate, I'd like to slow down. Sometimes you said, based on his mood, really impacts how he takes that feedback from you.
Yeah. A lot of things with him are mood based, so it's hmm,
Got
what are we
you.
getting into today?
Is there a lot of unpredictability to his mood or behavior?
I, I don't know if it's like unpredictability or it's like again, it's like I'll do something or not do something, but then apparently it's a big deal and I'm like, okay, but like okay.
Right,
That sometimes
right,
it feels like everything's an issue and I'm just like, okay, well, all I did was walk like down the street or wear the color blue. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
right. Do you feel he's critical of you?
I don't think he's critical. I wouldn't say that's accurate. I think he's also gone through a lot, so he's also very nervous and anxious, so he kind of just doesn't know what to do
Right.
with it, so therefore it just transfers on to me.
Right, right, right. So maybe it's a place of fear that his feelings are coming from. And it's okay to address that with him. Yeah, I'm sure you two have talked about past relationships and
Yes.
how those relationships affect us and affect our view on future relationships.
Yeah. But, it's not
Absolutely.
gonna fix on either side overnight, so
Absolutely. Right. It's good that you guys can share things and you can share your different points of view. Um, Does that seem to happen a lot in other topics, not just how fast you move forward?
yeah, as long that's one thing we were always pretty good at. Sometimes we have to duke it out first because we're both a little temperamental. So, there's
Okay.
got to be a little arguing and a little attitude, and then it's like, oh, wait a second, got this. Okay.
Okay. So
But
you two
I'm
have similar,
temperamental. I'm
right.
temperamental. He's temperamental. It is what it is.
So it sounds like you may have similar communication styles.
He's he's more. He doesn't start off temperamental. I do.
Okay.
He gets temperamental.
Okay.
And it's the other way for me. I start temperamental, and once I realize that it's not a fight, it's just a conversation, then I'm just like, oh, okay, never mind. I'm
Right.
listening now. I'm not fighting, I'm listening.
Right. I heard a quote once that was really helpful for me, and it was, we can have a conversation without a confrontation. And that was very helpful to me when I felt maybe my feelings weren't being received the way I need them to be received, that it wasn't a
Right.
confrontation, but we needed a healthy conversation.
I like that.
So, Nicole, it was lovely speaking with you today. It seems like we're at the end of our session, so thank you for coming in with me today. Thank you for sharing your personal thoughts and feelings, and I will see you next week at our next session.
Have a good week.
Thank you, you too.